All right, hey guys. So, Final Fantasy XVI released actually last night, 9 o'clock. But was I playing? No, I was playing Diablo. But here I am after doing a million chores. I've got a cat backrest. You see her? Yeah, she's not looking. She's being a cat. Anyways, I finished the demo last week. So if I hit continue, it continues from the demo. Claiming redeemable items. Okay, can be claimed from the system tab in the menu. Okay. $13 years later after. What's his name? Joseph? I think it's Joseph.
Welcome back.
Sorry. What's our situation?
Let's just say Shiva and Titan's little spat hasn't made things any easier.
And? It's as you thought. The Crusaders have sounded the retreat.
Then we follow.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's. I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting.
After you do, that is.
I won't be dying. Not today.
Then it's settled. No dying. Now, if you don't mind, we have an army to chase.
A chance encounter. Iconic abilities Scarlet Cyclone and Heatwave for the Phoenix are now available for acquisition and upgrade on the Abilities tab in the main menu. Do not forget that once acquired, new abilities must be equipped on the Gear and Icons tab.
How do they expect us to kill something that can do this?
They don't.
Alright, the camera's gotta go. There is no safe spot on the screen. I bumped it, sorry. So,
Only the girl holding its leash.
alright. Let's just play. Okay, abilities. Attributes, gear, and icons. Hold on. Rising Flames and Scarlet Cyclone. The Phoenix Shift. Rising Flames. So the new one is Scarlet Cyclone. $241 ability points. Let's hold off. Let's just start playing. Whoa, not off the cliff.
else are gone. It'll be hell finding a way out.
Do you think a retreating army and their dominant will fare any better?
A gorgeous view. Amazing details. Huh.
By the flames.
It's pretty cool. When you walk past the ice crystals, you can hear the crackle of ice. That's some awesome detail.
Did you hear that?
Down there. So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
Wait. Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
The Dominant? Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach that dominants are unclean aberrations, born of blackest sin. Only their priests are allowed to perform the rites of priming, and I see many.
We end this quickly.
Freischgott! Adion in ihr Sagarid!
Please.
Jada! Must be Eile! What Alvation Naukin Alad Scully asked.
All right, I think that's her friend or his friend or his sister, I
That
think.
must be the end.
Right.
Avis! Care to kill some Ironblood?
I don't even remember how to fight. Oh, R1.
Wyvern, you focus on the target.
Understood.
All right, to the target.
Not this time.
Be gone!
Not this time. Not this time. Not this time.
Keep hitting the wrong button. I'm supposed supposed to hit R2. Ow!
Orders, Sergeant! Stop gawping and move!
Ah!
Fucking icons! Icon? She's not even fully primed!
I will not have their blood on my hands.
Not this time.
Be gone. Last.
Okay. That was intense. Sort of a bit of relearning how to play again. Frozen Tear, Steel Skin.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
That's what I thought.
No, no, that's not you. Not here.
I'll bloody do it then. Fuck.
We've got company, Wyvern. The hell are you doing?
Lord Ohida Vendra!
Get your ass over here and help me with these bastards!
Sorry, Jill.
Alright, that's better.
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her.
Know her? Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here!
Oh, I suck. Just spamming. So,
Now that that's done, I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't.
You would betray the Holy Empire?
Betray? I don't recall ever pledging allegiance to your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return
Tiamat.
empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
ooh,
Let's find out.
okay. So the gameplay here is pretty cool. The R1 reaction happens a lot, but if you time your R1 and then attack right after, oops, and then just figuring out your icons. Damn it.
Wyvern! Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant. I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket. But you will die, as you should have 13 years ago.
Ah,
For nothing. No one. And I will not fall by your hand. Traitor's blade.
there we go. All right, level up. Wyrite and a meteorite. Crafting stuff. All right, let's see. What are you doing? Oh, puppy.
This way. Bloody wind.
Ha!
Well, come on then.
That's Lorth from Diablo 4. Ha ha ha!
Fuck. Fuck.
Hugo, dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare. I expected more from the mighty Titan. You put the Ice Queen on her back, no doubt. But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough. You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
Jill. Is it really you? And who's
Hey.
this fine hound I see before me?
Just going through
Fine hound
cutscenes.
who saved your life. That's who.
Torgal.
Hey?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type. Clive Rosfield. Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
Not another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right.
Is that guy whimpering? That's hilarious.
Welcome to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan will have our heads.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
Torgal. Awesome. All right, follow Sid to the hideaway. That's where I am. To the hideaway.
much further now?
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Home sweet home.
Alright. It's like ancient ruins, maybe?
This place. These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nerve. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the Dominant.
Out cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
But none will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
Okay. Looky-loo times. Hide, hide away. Alright. Pressing the trackpad opens a detailed map. Map scenario. Main scenario destinations are marked with a red something or other. The fat chocobo. Okay, well, I'm gonna explore.
Still hungry, are you? The washroom. Floor's all mended then.
Alright, well, nothing special here. A botanist.
Sid once told me, the blight doesn't kill the land, it only makes her forget who she once was. She'll eventually remember her purpose. All she needs is a little reminding.
Alright.
Leave me be.
Not until you've had your medicine.
Oops, pardon me. Alright, let's go to the ale hall. And then we'll go see Sid.
I suppose I'll be needing a new sword.
You reckon he's a soldier then?
Be surprised if he wasn't.
What do you got? A lank locked bearer. Alright, well, there's really nothing to look at.
You think he'd have time for a nip with old August? Careful, you. I've spent the whole morning on this.
Just working on a pet project of mine. Though she's not above biting the hand that feeds her. All right. I was hoping we might try and solve the mystery of poor Clive Rossfield. A bearer of the Sambrequois Imperial Army sent behind enemy lines. With orders to wait until it turned into a brawl, then slit the dominant's throat in the chaos.
I didn't know it was her. How could it be?
And so, to save her neck, you slit your sergeants, then set your sights on the hills. Conveniently forgetting how the Empire deals with deserters. Because with that on your chop, my friend, we both know you won't be getting far. You've fallen a long way, Lord Rossfield. I'll not have it said that I'm a poor host.
What do you mean to do with her?
Do with her? Why, nothing. Her life is her own now. If I wanted to use her, do you think I'd be talking to you? All I want to do is help. Dominants like her, branded like you. Of course, the realm doesn't approve, which is why we live in a cave. And it's also why we need help. From branded who know one end of a sword from the other. What say you, Clive? Will you join us?
Sid, was it? I trust that you'll do right by Jill. But until my brother is avenged, I must walk my own path.
Avenged?
My brother was murdered by a second dominant of fire.
Phoenix's evil twin. Oh, bugger me. Another rumor proven true.
I only stand here today because of Joshua. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I've slept in filth, drunk from a gutter, killed more men than I can count. You're right. The Empire will not suffer a deserter. This will be my best opportunity. My last.
Which is why you should join us.
I told you I'm not
interested, I know. One of my scouts sent word there's a group of branded fugitives north of here, in the Imperial village of Lostwing. Among them is one he believes to be a dominant of fire.
Is he certain?
What say we go and ask him?
This doesn't mean I'm joining you.
Let's make ready then. You'll find everything you need down in the main hall, as well as a few things you don't. Have fun.
Alright, main hall. Okie dokies.
He's in...
Goots, was it? Perhaps you can help. Sid asked me to make ready for our mission. How does one go about that here?
Well, there's old Nan's place. On second thoughts, you maybe want to see Blackthorn first.
A blacksmith? To the forge it is, then.
Oh wait, no, hold up. You'll be needing this. Blackthorn won't take no notice of you otherwise. Might not anyway.
Continental rum. Okay.
Fancy a mug of Kenneth's coldest when we're done?
When I played the demo, I had gear that I never actually put on. Maybe I did. Let's see. I must have. I don't see it.
It's tight and shit, boulders.
Are you Blackthorn?
What if I am? I've no time for idle chatter.
I'm not here to talk. I'll be accompanying Sid to Lostwing, and I need you to see to my equipment.
You could be accompanying the goddess Krieger to a holy bedchamber for all I care. I'm not lifting a finger for you.
Is that so?
Continental rum. Give it a shot.
Do you want that or not? I can take it back.
Oh, damn you, Goots. All right. No need to be hasty. Let's have a look at you. I doubt that lot could stay a Moogle's fart. Bloody Imperials. They'd rather see their bearers dead than kitted out properly. I'll do what I can, as a favor to Goot's mind.
Crafting new gear. And we can upgrade it as well to blacksmith, as long as I have a recipe and the materials. Select the highlighted item, hold X to craft. Okay, so I have an iron belt to be crafted. Hold it down. Sure.
And the belt sees a square. You want anything else, you bring your own materials.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you.
A word of advice. Don't let Sid decide what's best for you.
Okay, so that little icon looks like a circle in a circle. Basically tells you that something has changed. Recent updates.
I suppose I should thank Goots.
Okay, so he's got something up there to say something new.
See, I'm busy here.
Use the forge.
Saying forging, do you?
Alright, see, there is new stuff. Broadsword. I need wyrite. Nothing. So I don't own bracers. So my defense would go up if I made it. So let's make it. What about reinforce? What does that do? Okay, so if I owned bracers, I could level it up. Nice. I would need a broadsword to level it up. And the iron belt I have gives me defense and hearts. I'm assuming that's health. So let's craft the bracers.
No scratches, right?
And then to upgrade, I need more stuff. Thought I had iron bracers.
Anything else?
Didn't I? No. Iron bracers, one.
Make it quick. What do you want?
Okay, because I already have iron bracers plus one. So, meteorite. Meteorite. It doesn't matter which one, as long as I upgrade one of them.
Yeah, that should do you. And?
Okay, so notifications, changes, little dots. Nope. Okay. Speak to goats.
The gift worked. You have my thanks.
Yeah.
Come on, nearly there.
You, blankets, quick as you like. All right, we make them comfortable while the bed's made up. Well, you're just gonna stand there? Someone fetch some water.
I'll get the bucket. You go and see if Otto needs out, eh?
Wait, me? What the hell have I got myself into?
Speak to with the man tending the bearers. Curmudgeon?
Who are they? Huh? They're freed Imperial bearers. Who the hell are you? Shit, at this rate he won't make it through the night. Think you can find your way up them stairs to the infirmary? We need Tyre. Well, go on. Shift your ass. Is Tyre the one looking after Jill?
Yes. Taria.
Your friend needs her rest. There'll be time for tearful reunions once she's recovered.
I'm not here for Jill. You're wanted downstairs. There are injured bearers in need of attention.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I did say so.
Just scared my cat. That's hilarious. Tony, the cat. Hi.
He's going to be all right. But I'll need to examine them both in the infirmary. My work's just begun.
Another fine day at the hideaway. Do many of the bearers who come here arrive in this state? It's no easy thing, casting off your chains. By the time most pluck up the courage, they're already too far gone. These two here are the lucky ones. The name's Otto. You need anything? You ask me. Well, Otto, I do need some supplies. Do you now? Then Lady Karen over there will be more than happy to help you. Right.
Oh. And thanks. Be seeing you.
Not likely. I won't be staying.
Is that right? Well, for as long as you are here, consider yourself welcome. You helped us today, and we won't forget it.
Oh, side quests. Green icons. Okay. And the journal tab. Okay. To-do list. On the right-hand side of the screen. 3 side quests can be displayed simultaneously. Any quest can be prioritized. Alright, simple enough. The following hideaway facilities are also now available. The 10,000 Tombs, an ever-growing compendium of all things. The Orchestrion, a personal jukebox.
Who are these people? I need supplies for my journey to Lost Wing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Alright, I can sell that. Perfect. Sells to hold.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Yeah, I'll sell that.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
Now to purchase, so I could buy a sword instead. How much gil do I have? Oh, 576. Not enough. I have enough for a broadsword. Okay. I'll take it.
It'd better all be here.
And then since I've equipped it, I can sell this.
I'll be thankful you got that much.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a gil to your name. You're taking his side now? And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
So what is this? Collect supplies. Retrieve sacks. Okay. Arete stone. This customizable virtual battlescape. Provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manners of enemies. Additional options will become available as he progresses. Okay. Hall of Virtue. Commence training. Yeah, I'm a little rusty. Oh, I love this sound. So many years of Final Fantasy. Okay, so I can adjust enemy and allies. That's quite customizable.
It's over.
Okay, so you see the tally of things on the left-hand side. So if I go combo 1, 2, there, 4 combos. Magic. Jump. Oops. Shift, strike. Okay, so if I go jump, there was 1 aerial combo. How do I do multiple aerial combos? Okay. Abilities. So right after landing a melee attack, I can do a close range magic burst. That didn't work. Master. Oh no, I hit the hold. Ah, there. Magic burst. See that? So there's no pause. It's just square triangle. Okay. This actually is very helpful. Alright, what other things can I practice? We know that. So that's one thing I haven't been able to do is the aerial combos. Let's work on that. So jump. Okay. So you just have to hit the buttons fast. Alright, next. Oh, my Phoenix stuff. Okay. Regular attacks. We know how to dodge. We know how to jump. Simple enough. What's this? Okay, so that's what I was doing in my previous fight. Dodging and attacking immediately, so I'm okay with that. So use X and square to swiftly close in and attack a distant enemy. Okay. Square and X. Lunge. So all I do is I mash the 2 buttons at the same time.
That's enough.
Punish. What the hell is punish? So this is the same thing, but I use it in the air. So jump, smash the two buttons for down thrust. So smash square and X together. Okay. I think that's about it. Trying to do an aerial combat thing after I stomp. Ah, alright. Okay, so how do I get out of here? End training. Yeah, well, that was interesting for fiddle farting.
You all done?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Karen. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
Okay, world map to instantly travel to previously unlocked locations. New locations are unlocked by progressing through the main story or discovering way markers known as obelisks. The world map will open automatically upon leaving an area, but can also be accessed at any time via the main menu. Make for the Great Wood. Ah. Green here is for side quests.
Go and help.
Don't think I haven't noticed you stealing sips from that pot. Ah, a new face. And, dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The fat chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
Sounds fair.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
Oh, meal. How long has it been? Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Oh, my thanks.
I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. He left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Now, the hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
Alright, one more soup. Up there. Oh, I'm going to do the side quests in here before I move on. Gotta say, this is making me hungry, though.
Well, well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
What is this? It was in... Oh, books. That looked like batteries for a second.
Yours is not a familiar face.
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
What a name.
Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
Okay.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
So we got lore, covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography and history. New information is constantly added. Past active time lore entries can also be viewed here.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
I love it.
Wish to study the tomes?
Okay, so it's just information. It's been gathered.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
All done,
They were bearers. All three are not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but...
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, we are scorned as slaves. Speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free. Truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
Alright. Experience and Gil. Don't know what that blue stuff is. Why, right? Countless treasure coffers lie across the realm, just waiting to be plundered. Yes. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open with X and reap the bounty. Go on. No one's looking. Eh. Badge of metal. No, I'll be in items. Badge of metal. I don't know what that was. A gear? Badge of metal. Increases defense by 10. Yeah. I don't want to automatically evade attacks. I really like partaking in the game. Same, I want to learn my abilities. Timely healing, and that's automatically use potions. No, I want to play, like really play. Not laze about.
Do you think we should go and help? It sounds like Otto has everything under control. As always.
Ah,
The
jukebox.
Ironblood were quick to sound the retreat once Titan turned up.
Background music played in the hideaway can be changed. So the track list is expanded by quests, shops, and coffers. All right. Ah, see, there's a quest way in the furrows. Make, do, and mend. Yep, we'll go do that. Then that should be it, and then we can do hideaway.
Where to next?
For now,
I heard they escaped their masters in the Imperial capital. This whole... Damn it. We'll be needing more wood. But if I step away to fetch any, this lot will be down around our ears.
Ah, you there. Perfect timing. I couldn't persuade you to fetch me some timber, could I?
Of course I could.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. You'll be helping me and the hideaway both. Takes a lot of work to keep this place standing. More than we can manage, if I'm honest.
It certainly looks like you've got your hands full.
Ah, you can say that again. The Fallen knew their craft, make no mistake, but not even their handiwork lasts forever. That's why the walls need shoring up. Can't have the vegetable patch crushed before our first harvest now, can we?
No, I suppose not. All right, where can I find this wood?
Ask over at the White Ads. They'll point you in the right direction. Thanks again. I really appreciate the help.
All right, speak with the carpenter. Right over there.
Excuse me. The man working over by the garden sent me to fetch some wood.
Ah, that'll be Geoffrey, Master Carpenter. Luck would have it, we've just finished cutting the timber he's after. You take as much as you need from the stack.
Thank you.
No, not at all. We appreciate the assistance.
Such a polite lot.
Here we are. I better get this to... Geoffrey, was it?
Sorry, Mr. Chicken. Didn't mean to step on you. The Muggle.
Oh, you're back. Hope fetching that wood wasn't too much trouble.
Will this be enough?
This will do nicely, thank you. With a bit of luck, the walls won't be falling in on us just yet.
That sounds ominous.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that. And it's a damn sight better than the alternative. We're safe, we're warm, and we're hidden. What more could we ask for? Now stop fretting and take this. You've earned it. Welcome to the fold.
There's no need to...
That's not a matter of need, my friend. You're one of us now.
Gill bug. What's a gill bug? All right, well, I think that's it for side quests. Now, so let's gonna do hideaway, head to the Great Wood. Local map. Can I go regular map? Yep. Journal tab. Yes, we know about that. So we want to go to the Great Wood, which is right there. Tony. My cat's got the rips. Silly cat. All right.
Bastard blood flies everywhere.
I told you we should have taken the Crystal Road.
And I told you that we're outlaws. Well, you want every bounty hunter in Storm harrying us from here to the Holy Capital? Besides, what's wrong with a shortcut through nature's splendor?
The Deadlands claim more of the realm each day. But a place like this still exists is a miracle in itself. Bloodflies and all.
You'll be back in Imperial land soon. You alright?
Never better.
Sounds like it. That there is a fine hound. Soon took to hunting. Fearless as you like.
It's good to have you back, Torgal.
Now, we don't want to be caught in the forest after nightfall.
I suppose not.
All right. Fanning embers. Okay, so Torgal is going to fight alongside. So use directional left to toggle between item shortcuts and pet commands. The following 3 commands are available. Sick, which is attack. Heal, to cast Cure on Clive. Ravage, launch an enemy into the air. Huh, fun. The accessory known as the Ring of Timely Assistance removes the need for giving Torgal commands. When this item is equipped, Torgal will attack and heal automatically based on the current battle situation. Okay.
Did I mention there'd be deadly beasts? There'll be deadly beasts. Nothing a trained assassin can't handle, though.
How reassuring.
You're welcome for that and the shortcut.
Now, I didn't want to use timely assistance, but it's timely focus. Let's see what it says. We'll try it without, but I may put it on. It sure is gorgeous. It's like being in an actual forest. All the overlap, chaos of it. It's amazing. Cats are making a mess. Lovely.
Maybe they're friendly like Torgal. Or maybe they don't.
Stay
Oops.
That's enough. Give them all you've got, boy. Stay down. Keep your distance, boy.
That wasn't that hard at all to use Torgal.
We still have a way to go.
I just hit the directional button once, and it just stays there. So I don't have to keep hitting it. Yeah. Good boy, Torgal.
This way, your lordship.
Hey, coming there. Yeah. Oh, what is that?
What in good Grieger's name is he doing this far south?
Looking for food. No more wolves where he's from. The north was one of the first parts of Storm to fall to the Blight.
Poor sod. I'd invite him over for a cup of tea if I didn't think he'd eat the dog.
Let's try and stay out of its path.
Oh, that means, you know, we're not going to stay out of his path.
Remember when I said there'd be deadly beasts? Well, the shrubs of these parts are much better.
And you only think to mention this now. Get him! Give them all you've got, boy!
I'm not very good at R1.
Well, that's the undergrowth sorted. I'll take it from here.
After you.
Thank you kindly.
The ruins. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Some say there was a time they blocked out the stars. Down was the only way left for them to go. There's probably a lesson to be learned from that. But it can wait. Come on. Mind your head.
And what are we waiting for? There we go.
A wyvern.
I can see that. Doesn't have to be a friend of yours, does he?
Ugh,
Too slow. You know what to do, boy. Don't let them get away. Sick them, Torgal. You know what to do, boy. That'll help. There, boy. Too slow. Keep your distance, boy. Not this time. Over here. Get him.
All right.
Must be a nest nearby. Keep your eyes open. Well, it appears we won't be going this way. I'll admit I hadn't counted on that.
What is
What's
it,
up?
boy?
Why trust in your own animal instinct when you now have an actual animal at your side? If you are lost, hold down L3 and let Torgal point you in the right direction. Okay.
At least one of us knows these woods. Thank you, Torgal.
Just seeing if there's anything I missed.
Well, they look none too happy. And for once, it's not my fault.
Give them all you've got, boy.
This is stupid. I like wolves.
I don't think they care, Sid. Keep your distance, boy.
Damn it.
It's over.
We did what had to be done.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No. No, it doesn't.
Alright, this way, Torval.
That's better.
Alright, boss fight. Let's see if I'm right.
sword sharp?
You'd better hope so.
This shouldn't take too long.
So much for your shortcut.
What? Still short, just not quite as quick. But it'll be a damn sight quicker if you help me.
I thought exactly.
Sick of Torgal!
Alright, so I can use that dodge. Ouch.
A little help! Get him, boy! Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Whoa.
My wounds, boy. Give them all you've got, boy. Don't let them get away. Keep your distance, boy. Get him. Get him, boy.
Aye, someone's got the up. Where he stops, no one knows.
Not this time.
I doubt he'll do that again.
Not if we kill him first. Too slow.
A little help.
Not this time.
My wounds, boy.
Spin cycle.
Sick of Torgal.
Fafnir. Yep. Oh, are we not done? No.
Come on.
Stand back!
You're a dominant.
I am. Aye. Well, not by choice, mind. Whole bloody realm of strapping young lads. And it was this sorry sack of bones Ramu saw fit to home.
Sid, you say you want to help dominants and bearers. Well, what's in it for you?
What's in it for me? The same as for all of us. What we want and deserve. Save for our knack, dominants and bearers are no different from anyone else. The ability to use magic or summon great beasts should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts. Our kind are used and discarded like tools, yet we are men, so why must we die as less?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to start a war.
You flatter me, lad. But my days as a firebrand are long behind me. No, I only wish to offer our kind a choice. A place where we can die on our own terms.
Hmm. Alright, let's keep on going.
Clive, what exactly do you plan on doing when you find this dominant of fire?
What do you think? I'll show him the mercy he showed my brother, and cut out the tongue of any man who tries to talk me out of it.
All right. Forest dark enough as it is.
Hornets. Ah, see, this is where aerial helps. Aerial combat, that is, not the mermaid. Ooh, there's a lot more here.
That's it.
I'm not very good at this. There we go. Did we pick everything up?
See that river? We follow her upstream and we'll be in Lost Wing in no time.
In no time. Right.
Level 13. Just checking it all out. Nope. No. It's easy to get lost here. I really like having a mini-map because then I know if I get turned around. Assuming I haven't fought these? Yeah.
Stay down.
This place just keeps going. Mhm. No mini-map.
Not this time. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy. Get him. Not this time. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy.
What's this? Oh, a coffer. Nope. There we go. Meteorite. Perfect. Well, no, we're gonna go in this cave. But is this where we came out of?
Quiet. A Royal Scout.
Someone's far from home.
Let's follow him.
And?
They're just down that way. All of them. Grieger's my witness.
Excellent. We move.
I don't understand. Have I not proven loyal?
It is true my liege values loyalty above all else. But were you not quick to betray your countrymen for the promise of coin?
That woman.
Benedicta Harmon, commander of Waloed's elite intelligences. If we can capture her...
You! Weapons on the ground, Imperials!
Let's get this over with then.
All right.
At least they're not giant lizards.
Oh, that was easy. All right. R1. No!
You know what to do, boy.
Oh, this Midnight Raven's hard.
Sick of it, Mogul. You know what to do for me.
Cinematic Clash. When the screen flashes orange like this during a pivotal moment, repeatedly tap square to either press or fend off the attack. Alright. I am.
Behind you.
Good old button smashing.
A little help. Not this time. And now,
Ow.
get him, boy. Get him. My wounds, boy. Not this time.
Oh, all this button smashing. Another patch of might, steel silk, and a meteorite.
They thought we were Imperials.
Well, you do look the part. Though you fight like a true shield of Rosaria. And one blessed by the Phoenix at that. Speaking of which, I wonder, does the other icon of fire give blessings, do you think?
You don't believe me?
And lo, the Creator did make of the elements 8 icons to serve as keepers of the one law. Not that I've ever set too much store by holy doctrine, but on that point, it's clear. Fire has always had just the one warden, as of all the rest. A new one can't be born until the previous dies, and even that can take years. The thing is, you don't strike me as a liar. Which leaves but one person who might be able to shed some light on the matter. And they're in Lost Swing. As are our Waluda friends, I would imagine. We should hurry before it gets dark.
But what if someone discovers the bodies?
Well, and they'll be sorely disappointed.
Stage replay in arcade mode. Okay. Enter the virtual battlescape for details on each of the new options. Oh. I could replay this if I want. Why would I want to? Maybe I left some treasures behind? Alright, so that's where we want to go. And I am ready to have lunch. It's telling me I have to go. Okay.
So much for arriving before sunset.
Oh, I didn't realize we were this close. Any idea what that is they built the village around?
The fallen ruin. I've heard some call it an airship. Though its flying days seem to be behind it. It's a shame, that.
You truly think a dominant's waiting for us in that village?
My scout has never given me any reason to doubt him. Which is why I think we should hurry. Come on.
Obelisk. All right, the first one. The tuning will allow me to travel quickly to the location via both the world map and local map. Clive need only approach an obelisk to attune to it. Louder than words. Okay, so I'm going to pause here. Time for some lunch. Figure out the save system. And I'll be back in a bit. All right. Thanks for joining me. This is an awesome game so far. A lot of fun to play. See you all later.